During last night's episode of Can I Help You, host and local government and housing minister Honorable Richard Frederick addressed the topic of Global Ports Holding GPH, aiming to clarify what he described as misinformation spread by the opposition. He questioned the confusion among opposition members regarding their stance on their relationship with the GPH, which appears to have fallen apart. Frederick highlighted differing perspectives shared by opposition leader Alan Shasney, deputy leader Guy Joseph, and public relations officer Leonard Spider-Montoot.
Shasney said we sold the ports. Guy Joseph said their government at the time between 2016 and 2021 negotiated with GPH for over a year. Yet, Spider in the recent past will say that the deal with GPH is the first time he's hearing about GPH. It's the first time. So you ask yourself, what the hell was going on with those guys? You ask yourself whether each of them was running a government of their own.
He then played footage as evidence of contradicting statements made by the opposition members.
The fact is that a port was sold.
Global Port Holdings is actually a pretty good concept. I did go on a trip with them, and it was very, very interesting to see how things were progressing over there. I met Global Ports while I was Prime Minister. We went to Venice, we went to Portugal, Lisbon, and we went to one other port.
GPH negotiated with the UWP government for more than a year.
We are now hearing from many of us for the first time about GPH.
Frederick questioned what led to the opposition's strained relationship with GPH. He criticized opposition leader Shasney for manipulating public perception, citing Shasney's claim that leasing the ports for 30 years is as good as selling them, despite this being false. He emphasized that supporters tend to trust and repeat such misinformation. Additionally, Frederick shared footage of Tourism Minister Honorable Ernest Hilaire in Parliament, refuting Shasney's assertions about port sales.
Government did not sell the port. And everybody on your side knows that government did not sell the port because governments do not sell ports. At least I don't know governments that sell ports. Listen to the leader of the opposition, your leader, when he explains why he believes the port was sold. If you lease for 40 years, then that's as good as selling it. Is that the quality of his thinking and his understanding of issues? Is that what it is? So he knows we did not sell the port.
Hilaire clarified the terms of the agreement between the government and GPH.
At a minimum, there's an investment of about $65 million that will be put in by GPH, in exchange for which they will be allowed to manage cruise services at Port Castries. Cruise services. They'll have no involvement in ferry operations or cargo operations. And as the member from Castries East had pointed out on Tuesday, no more than 5% of the revenue of SLASPA comes from cruise services.
He also reminded the public that the previous government, led by the UWP, saddled SLASPA with a debt of US $175 million, leaving the agency ill-equipped to fund port upgrades in Castries. Upon taking office, the current administration observed GPH's successful port improvements in other Caribbean islands, which improved cruise arrivals. This prompted a review of the previous deal deemed inadequate by the new government. Hilaire reassured that the new agreement with GPH will benefit St. Lucia and its tourism sector. Kayla Edwin, MBC Prime.